Today is Friday, December the 12th, 2025. Christmas is around the corner. New Year's is just a few days later, and then we're into calendar year 2026, the second quarter of the government fiscal year, and by all accounts, it's going to be busy. I think the bugs are getting worked out of the system, the cobwebs are getting swept away. And hopefully, for all of us who depend upon an active government market to build our businesses and take care of our families, things are going to start to get back to what we normally would expect in the new year. In this newsletter, I want to take a few minutes. I want to talk about three topics. One, all under the heading of preparing for calendar year 2026. I want to talk for a minute about creating an effective BD infrastructure. Some of this may appear obvious, but these are conversations I'm having with clients right now, so I think it's relevant. Two, we're going to talk about contract vehicles. I'm going to give you my opinion and perspective on the contract vehicles to watch and how you can best be ready to monetize those. And then third, let's talk about a few upcoming bids and what's happening and what we expect to see in the first part of the year. So let's get started here. If we're going to talk about creating an effective BD infrastructure, we really need to look at, of course, the kind of the three-legged stool: people, process, and technology. Now is a great time, given this slow season a little bit. It's still a little bit slow. We're in the holidays. Lots of people are taking time off. It's a good time if you've got staff with some availability to really look at your BD process. Do you have an effective CRM? If you need one, we've built one that's GovCon focused. Be happy to show it to you. There are lots of good ones out there. You don't need to spend a lot of money. Right? You don't need Salesforce. You don't need Deltek CRM. You don't need to drop a lot of coin on a CRM. But if you find the right one, it can be an enabler and an accelerator. It can help you be organized, and it can help you drive your process forward. Do you have the right templates, and are they up to date? How's your proposal library? You'd be surprised how few government contractors have an up-to-date, current proposal library where your documents are organized by type, where you've got a taxonomy, where you've tagged these things properly. You can find them easily. You can search and retrieve what you're looking for, and even more if you've loaded them into one of the private subscription or even publicly available AI platform so you can leverage it. But how can you spend time right now building and organizing your proposal library, and even more, and also, of course, your past performance library? And do you have a process to keep that current? These are good investments to make. They're not wasted overhead tasks, but they're actually good, solid, productive investments to make in your business development team. Getting your processes organized and getting your libraries pulled together. It's also a good opportunity to take a look at the tools you're using. All this innovation has really brought, I think there's a lot of noise in the tool market, but I think there's also some good values to be had. We've built a few things that are solving some specific problems with bid qualification, with deal management. We've even got a little proposal AI generator that we're using. And we've also made use of a number of other tools. We're a Google Workspace company, and we've made good use of things like Notebook LM and Gemini and others. We can tell you more about that if you reach out. But any of these tools, any of this kind of period of time is a good time to look at your tool set and make sure that you've got the right one, that it's right size, and that it's working for you. And if it's not, really get shed of it and move on and pick another one. And then the last thing I want to talk about and mention when it comes to creating an effective BD infrastructure is your pipeline. Do you have a process to update Build, update, and maintain both your strategic pipeline and your tactical day-to-day pipeline of deals that come out on your vehicles. Both are critically important. Both will contribute to your growth. And I encourage you not to look at them as either or scenarios, but look at them as things that you need to do both. You need a strategic pipeline that's 6 to 24 months out, and you need the ability to respond to task orders that get posted to your vehicles and to your schedules so that you can monetize those things. Those can be quick wins, they can be easy wins, but you need to be structured to qualify them quickly, and you need to be structured to write those proposals easily. We've got tools and teams and process to help in those regards if that would be of service to you. So now let's transition. Let's talk about contract vehicles to watch. I've had a number of conversations with clients over the last several months, all of them asking about contract vehicles. And I've come to the conclusion that there are 3 or 4 that everybody needs to watch and keep on your radar, that you need to keep fresh, you need to be ready to use them, and you need to look for revenue opportunities on them. The first is our good old friend, the multiple award schedule from GSA. They recently released Refresh 30, which makes a lot of changes. There are a number of folks out there who have posted articles and provided content talking about that. So look at Refresh 30 on GSA Mass. Mass is going to become more and more important. It's maintaining good volume even in this slowdown period, and there are revenue opportunities on Mass. But GSA and others also put BPAs on the multiple award schedule. So if you're not tuned and organized to bid and win multiple award schedule task orders, let me encourage you to make that an objective for 2026. The second one that I think is going to be more and more important, and the open season is around the corner, is Oasis Plus. GSA Oasis Plus content task orders from we know from DHS, from the Navy, from the Air Force, and others are moving to Oasis Plus. The Navy is moving much of their seaport contract work to Oasis Plus. DHS has talked about moving PAX task orders to Oasis Plus. That vehicle is going to become, now that they are expanding it to 13 domains, is going to become the go-to FAR Part 15 IDIQ for professional services in the government that does not fall under the multiple award schedule. So with the open season happening in mid-January, be ready, organize your past performance, build your team, get ready to expand your position on Oasis Plus, and then also build the capability to be able to respond to task orders. The other 2 vehicles that are still in evaluation but will be awarded in 2026 are MDA Shield and NASA SUP 6. MDA Shield, we saw the first 1,000 vendors get their contract awards. I think they may wrap up the contract awards in December and start making putting task orders on the vehicle in January. If you remember how that one's structured, it's got a $151 billion ceiling over 10 years. So there's a lot of content. That's $15 billion a year if you do the math, which is over $1 billion a month, which is over $250 million a week. That's a lot of content. It's a lot of work. Golden Dome is a key Trump administration initiative. MDA Shield is something to watch. If you didn't bid and get a prime award, lots of teaming opportunities on that vehicle. And then, of course, NASA SUP 6. We believe, based on some of the data we've seen, that they received on the order of 4,000 proposals. That means it's going to take them a lot of time and effort to do that evaluation, do it properly, avoid protest, etc. But if you look at NASA SUP 6 with its IT hardware software component and its services component and the large number of vehicles, that's going to be a go-to contract vehicle for all things IT once they get it awarded and then once it transitions to GSA. So now's the time to build your process. I keep coming back to that. Build your process, build your teams, organize your proposal content, and be ready to go. We've of course built several bid qualification tools: RFQ Plus, SAM Plus, and we have a CRM tool. All of those are built to help you qualify and identify winnable task orders. Our price point can't be beat. I think we've got some unique approaches to this, and we personalize it to your company. So ask us about RFQ Plus. We'd be happy to show that to you. But those 4 vehicles I think are going to be critical in 2026: GSA Mass, Oasis Plus, MDA Shield, and NASA SOUP 6. And so that brings us really to the final part of this newsletter discussion, which is the upcoming bids. So I think there are several that are good to watch in early 2026. One is the Special Operations Community, U.S. SOCOM Global Services Delivery. It's a $3.2 billion MATOC. We should see drafts in January, maybe a final RFP in February. Very exciting vehicle and recompete. If you're in the special operations community, that should be on your radar, and you should be building your teams now and getting ready to bid. The second one I would mention to folks is GSA's 2GIT. That's a $5.5 billion MATOC for IT hardware and software. Could be an alternative to CIOCS from NITAC. Can also be an alternative to NASA SOUP 6. All indicators are we should see draft and final RFPs between December and January. So that one's around the corner. And then, of course, our old friend that we got introduced to a couple of years ago, Oasis Plus. January the 12th is the announced date for the open season, where vendors can add Phase 1 domains. They're also releasing the Phase 2 domains. The 5 new domains will be released in January. That leads for a total of 13 domains over 6 contracts. Oasis Plus is a great, I think is getting, will be a very active, popular IDIQ that you just can't ignore if you are in the professional services, IT, and engineering domains. I hope that gives you some things to think about as you're preparing for fiscal year 2026. We've got both teams, tools, processes, expertise at R. Turner Consulting to help you with all facets that I've talked about today within GovCon Business Development. Let us know how we can help. We're here to help you grow your business and achieve the goals and dreams that you've set out for you and your families. We wish you the best in this upcoming holiday season and all the best in 2026.